Hello everyone, today we have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Schwinger. Thank you for having us today, Mr. Schwinger.
Hello.
Mr. Schwinger is the CEO of Decenomy. Can you give us a brief overview of how this journey came to be?
I came to Malta now 7 years ago, and because this was time as with blockchain island and government promised something to do for this new ecospace. And so it was my idea to come to Malta and develop here some new technique and some ideas in other ways and other markets.
Decenomy operates at the forefront of blockchain technology and decentralized economies. How do you manage to integrate these complex systems effectively? And what synergies have you managed to found most beneficial?
You must know I have two educations. I'm an IT guy and I have an economic education. And the most problem what I see in this blockchain area is it's a great technology, great solutions, but it's not done for economy. Because if you speak with businessmen, if you see the world and the economy, what people want to have, nobody take care what economy really needs. It's not only a technical gadget or great solution, it must be to improve something. And we have a lot of problems in economy with money supply, value of money, how to use money, and this is something we have another approach. We're looking what economy needs. We speak with business, we speak with bankers, we speak with governments, and how we can use it. And this is a different Decenomy, where we call it Decenomy, or not as a decentralized economy and not decentralized finance.
Following your question, Mr. Schwinger, what were some of the initial challenges you faced in integrating the blockchain systems?
It's a wide area. Like I told you, one technical area is not a big problem. We speak about coding, blockchain is very clear technology, but how we can define rules. And we see very often the financial situation is controlled by banks, and we have a lot of history. A lot of things are done from the past, and nobody is able to to explain what is necessary for the blockchain, what is necessary. People like to make tokenizing and they hear about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is rising up, but it's all nothing for the economy, and this is a problem. And then we have to speak to explain technical people what the economic people really need. And this was most problem to explain. This brings this world together. And another situation what we have smart money, we have smart contracts, and smart contract means we speak about law. So we must include also lawyers in the technology. Say, okay, if I make a smart contract, which should have a legal case, so I must be able to explain a lawyer what is to do, how is to program. I must explain a programmer how law works. So it brings this world together. So we must bring the worlds together. What was up to now not together.
With the economy's focus on cryptocurrencies, what are the latest innovations your team is working on? And how do you see these shaping the future of digital currencies?
Like I spoke before, we looking for economic needs, what people need. And problem is very often, if you speak with people in business, they have a problem with payment systems. Classical in past was the exchange bill, the e-bill. So you have a payment promise to somebody, so I ask my partner, he deliver me something, I have to pay. So we make an agreement, I pay in 2 weeks. Very often you make this financing, we make through the bank, so conto current or factoring, but we can do it like this was passed with the e-bill. So we make a payment promise, we say, I pay to you in 4 weeks. And so this we bring on the blockchain, like an exchange bill before, like a check. So we want to make only not on the currency, we want to make a real payment solution, and this we work at the moment. And then here a lot of things not possible because of tokenizing. You can bring very easy collateral inside, you can make a lot of transparency. And this is what we're making at the moment. I think we are the only who try to find a payment solution, as really not only money, a real payment solution with by law, which works on the blockchain.
It seems like you have a lot of emotion with this one, Mr. Schwinger, in terms of you know how much this technology is important to your clients. Can you share a success story where Decenomy's cryptocurrency solutions have made a significant impact?
I must be honest, at the moment we're making the same what the most making. We have 18 coins which are working, which can be used, which can be exchanged, can be traded, but it's not our main aim. It's only the first step. So this is nothing very special, other than make something similar. The idea what we're doing is real to look how we can control money. We have the problems the following. If you look to the normal economic space, euro, dollar, other currencies, they're controlled by nothing. So if governments means they have to produce new euro, it will be done. If banks making new book money, it will be done. This money is controlled by nothing. And if you hear to Milton Friedman, American economist and Nobel Prize winner, he say you must control the supply of money to the economy. And this is our approach to say how we can connect the supply of our coins to the economic space. And this is what we're preparing at the moment. This is doing at the moment. But this means our coins must be used in the economic space, because very often it's a question, why is dollar or euro have a value? People say it's backed by something. No, it's backed by nothing.
By nothing.
It's backed, we can use it in economic space. We say, okay, if you have a dollar, you know exactly in the whole world you can use dollar. This make it valuable, nothing more. And euro is the same. So I say, so our plan must be now to create an economic space. Another economic space like commons, perhaps without borders. Why it must be connected to one country, to one legal place? This is the idea what we have. We say we want to create an economic space and give possibility to use the people to use the coins in this space. It's then connected with different branches, with IT, with vacation, with energy. So we look how we can do it in other ways. So we want to make also this economic space, economic borders in other way. Because I say very often in the past, before it was euro, if I compare Italy and Germany, Italy has the same currency, Germany same currency. But the north of Italy was an economy more near to Germany than the south of Italy. This makes no sense. We say we must, this we have to think. Like I told you, we want to make a real economic space, new economic idea. So we must think how we can create currencies which make sense to connect to something. And our idea is to connect currencies to some branches. And what is also possible, first time we give money smart functions. We speak now about ecology, we speak about social standards. If you have smart money, we can react on this. Like carbon paper, we can make carbon coins, carbon tokens. A lot of things can be embedded in smart money. This is the idea. And this is more than only to make a token, we want really to show how the future economy can work with smart money, and it's not controlled by government, it's not controlled by banks. The community owns the money. This is the idea behind. And I think our approach is much more going wider than approach from other projects.
Following your answer there, Mr. Schwinger, I would say we are currently limited to a very short, small number of fiat currencies. In your case, you mentioned that you have 18 coins on this Decenomy. How many coins are you planning to have on the exchange?
I don't know exactly. It's also something we have to deploy. We don't know if we work in business economy. We see it makes sense to make a here coin more or coin less, or we have different function coins. We have different functions. So something this we have this to decide in doing. But something I think today is this economy and economic system to create new is very complex. We speak at the moment with different governments. Main focus in Africa. Governments who want to have a new ecosystem, want to have new payment systems. And then we see what they're asking for, what is their need, and then we decide perhaps we must make here a coin more, or we can make two coins together. So we have to decide this. There's something learning and doing.
So you would say that Decenomy is in contact with different governments,
yes,
and you are creating ecosystems, yes, where these decentralized economies can function.
Exactly. And Africa is very interesting because in a lot of countries in Africa, economy is not so developed, so it's easier to implement something new. And in Africa, it's very usual to have smart payment systems. To pay very often with smartphones, other things, so they're used to do this. And we have a situation with micro ecosystems, so micro loans, those things. For this is blockchain perfect.
So in that case, what trends are you seeing in the decentralized economies market, especially with the African market? And how is Decenomy positioned to capitalize on these?
I say again, I will repeat me again, we're making tools. Decenomy for itself is not the sense to capitalize, to earn money. It's only to deliver tools. I compared, I'm an old guy already, and I growing up from internet beginning. When before the internet come, nobody understand how internet will work. I know exactly when YouTube starts, I hear what fucking shit, who needs such a server? I don't understand this. And you see, internet for itself not earn money. It was a technology, it was a platform people can use, and people earn with internet, on internet to earn money. The same idea we have also. Decenomy should be a platform, define the rules, define how it's to be done in law, with governments and so on, and then can earn, businesses can earn money on the Decenomy network. This is our idea. So Decenomy will be a platform, nothing more. And it's not the sense to monetize Decenomy for itself, but with these tools you can do it.
I understand, definitely. It is very important to use the current tools that we have and innovate further in order to create a larger market for the whole economy. Following your answer with regards to you saw the internet starting up, your career spans significant milestones, and it's a long career at that. How have your experiences shaped your leadership style and strategic vision for Decenomy?
I have a little bit, I must be honest, it's come a little bit from my life. You must know, I like my whole life computers. I make programming from when we have computers with 1 megahertz frequencies. It was unbelievable. We speak about kilobyte of memory, and there was a time, and I see the solution what was possible. And then I come to the army. I was in the army. I was officer, and I learned how to lead projects, and I start to make my first businesses. And then I see what the problems come, what's the real situation. And my approach was always to see that IT for itself is not the sense. IT is always a tool. And a lot of people use IT for as a use case. Mm-hmm. And this is something I see now very often. This is what I try to say to people. With IT we can make great solutions, but IT is not the solution. It's only the tool for this. And this is something what we also try to make in Decenomy. You know, people speaking about virtual assets. Perhaps I'm a little bit old-fashioned, but I say for me existing only real assets. I can only eat a real bread, I can sitting in a real table, and I have a real world around me. And what I have are virtual tools to make the world better. But now people making virtual assets, and they say rising up in price, and say, what is a virtual asset? I cannot eat, I cannot use. It's a nice tool, I can use. And this is something I want to explain to people. This was the idea always with IT. I say, you must understand, it's a nice gadget, it's a nice feature. I like this all. I like IT my whole life. But it's a tool, people must understand. And it must be a tool to improve the real world, and it's not the solution for itself.
You were saying that digital assets don't really offer any tangible value. What would you say to those people who say the same thing with regards to decentralized economies and currencies that are cryptocurrencies?
If people would ask this to me, it's like I explained before. The coins for itself have no value. They have only value if they can be used. Exactly the same idea. They are a tool for payment. It's exactly the idea. There's a reason why we say we want first to make an ecosystem where people can bring assets inside, real assets inside, which can be tokenized, which can be paid, and create added values in the ecospace. And then we can use we can use the coins, and then they have a value, but they're not real assets. They will never get real assets. I say again, the life I get in the next 60 years, for me, say very often, the real life is our real assets. And people tell something else, I cannot believe. I'm a whole life IT guy. I make since 50 years nearly IT. So I say, I like IT, but I say, well, always, it's not real.
Can you share a pivotal moment with us, Mr. Schwinger, on a decision or a moment where your career has significantly impacted Decenomy's direction?
It was such effects. I have some effects here in Malta, I must be honest, because Malta showed me, sounds also a little bit strange, what is the real world. I like Malta because it's real. It's normal people. If I come to the island, I see the history, I see the things, and these things I learned my life more and more, and I see here in Malta what the difference Malta makes is it's the real world, the real people, the friendly people. I'm not want to speak nice only because I live in Malta. I like it real. It's something I learned from this island. So I say this is the most important thing. This first maximum earning money or high technique is not the solution for me. I think the most ideas of this I get here in Malta, for sure.
That is also true with the demographic in Malta, because Malta is the #1 place where it has the highest number of AI startups per capita. And following that, do you have any suggestions or advice you would give to aspiring young entrepreneurs?
Very easy, keep on your way. Because people must have a vision, must stay behind, it must be their ideas, their vision. And a lot of things, like I told you, I remember very clear when YouTube starts, I think before you was born, and I think, what is this? Who needs a website to upload and download videos? Today everybody's laughing when I tell this, but for me it was not understandable. So I say, the people who have the idea must live the vision, and they must show us our plan, it's our idea, and they can change something. And they should not say people is not good or is idiotic. They should not believe, they should keep on their way, is my thinking.
Given your commitment to a community-centric approach, would you say this focus on community needs has influenced the diverse range of projects that Decenomy undertakes, such as blockchain, DeFi, and ecosystem development? And how has this priority changed your strategic decisions?
You must know, also this I read very much, and not only in this IT ecospace and other ecospaces. And people learn in school survival of the fittest, and I think it's wrong. If you look to the real world, survival is the survival of the friendliest. And this friendly means not nice people, it means people who are cooperating. Cooperating means community. People work together and find together a solution. And not only who is the strongest, who has the most power, it can help in a small way. But if you look to successful communities and also successful animals, it's always a community who finds solutions together.
How do you maintain strong community relationships across such diverse projects?
I'm grown up with this. Since I'm 12, I'm a IT guy, and we used to work together in networks. Beginning we met in supermarkets, at computer places. We met together. It was always something. The IT communities work together. It was always the time. The internet was a logical consequence to make a network for this. So I grown up with this.
That's very true. And continuing your mentality with how you view the IT community space, what are your plans for the future of Decenomy? And where do you see the company heading in the next 5 to 10 years?
Also here's something a little bit looking out of the area. I'm very proud European. I'm German, I'm Swiss, I have 2 passports. My wife is Ukrainian, I live in Malta. My grandfather was French. I think more Europeans than nobody can be. And for me, something I want to make first a European project on the show. We have, what I said before, values in Europe in common. Okay. And so I want to bring this forward. That's my main topic. So I want to show that technique can come from Europe. Because up to now, most new things come from the United States or come from Asia. I say, why we cannot show in Europe we can do something like this? This is one focus we have, and I want to, of course, I want to include all people in the whole world, but I want to make it from Europe to show people not to know all better, to say we are the West and make all better. No, I want to show we can improve little something and can give the people a platform with new chances. And I say again, for us also important social standards, ecological standards, because we have now real smart, clever money. We can include it now. First time we have the possibility. And for me, this question, perhaps you know the film Matrix, the blue or the red pill. We have no chance with blockchain to improve the thing, or we have the chance to make it much more worse. And for me, I'm a little bit in fear. I hear the people all want to earn fast money with blockchain and see only what can money and 10x and 100x and blah, 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 but nobody speak what we can improve for our life. This is the idea.
Perfect. That is perfect. Would you like to add anything else, Mr. Schwinger?
I want to make also a little bit clear, because people mix very often DeFi and decentralized economy. As Decenomy, decentralized economy, and DeFi, decentralized finance. We have really focus on economy, and I think the economy is a base for us all. Economy earn money at the end, and if you see all crashes and money get lost, mostly banks and other areas destroy money, and the economy must earn it at the end. So we should make now a new system which supports the economy, gives the economy new chances, and give us our money back.
Thank you for your time and insights, Mr. Schwinger. It was a pleasure having you. And as the Decenomy slogan goes, back to the roads.